refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take a few to lose. Built to win, apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
What it do, y'all? How's everybody doing this evening or this late night? It's a Friday night, and we got some basketball to talk about. It's your boy Vaughn, and I'm here representing RBO Real Ballers Only. Now, before we get started, I would like to thank everybody that's on. I'd like for you to like, subscribe, and share this if you haven't already with anybody that's an NBA fan. I told y'all we're in the second half of the season, so it's time to gear things up. Every Tuesday, every Friday, you're going to see your boy here at 9 p.m. And you might get a little extra. So subscribe so you just know what's going on. You hear me? We got two really good topics for you guys tonight, talking about two pivotal players coming out of the Eastern Conference. Donovan Mitchell. We're going to talk about, is Donovan Mitchell built for this? Donovan Mitchell has been a star for a while. We're going to see, is he really built for this? And then we're going to talk about a guy in Cade Cunningham who I think deserves a lot of MVP buzz right now. We're going to talk about that. But before we get started, I would like for you to go down low in the description. There's a link. You could become a member. With that link and that membership, you get a lot of perks. You get to join our chats on Instagram where you get a lot of live sports talk. We become a family there. You know, you're going to hear me say that every single time on the show because it's so true. I met a lot of guys from different areas through the chat. We have a parlay chat where we make money together, and we got a lot of other chats where it's sports. It's the number one chats, though, and it gets intense in there. But also, if you click and you look down low, I have every show down there for you guys that's on the network. Check those guys out as well. Those guys are very knowledgeable on what they do. But other than that, enjoy the show. Shout out to my bro Joe in the comments. He put that fire on there because he know I'm about to drop some heat right quick. Also, shout out to my boy Mike. Yo, what it do, my boy? Oh, he was in it. Speaking of the chats, my boy was in a heated debate. He's a Celtics fan. He was in a heated debate this morning with a Pistons fan talking about it was Cade versus Jaylen Brown. Man, and it's quite ironic how the conversation I'm about to speak about today is Cade's MVP buzz, and my boy Mike here still holding it down for JB. That's what I'm talking about, Mike. True fan, my dog. I love it. But we're not going to talk just yet about Cade. You feel me? The first topic that we're going to talk about, my boy Donovan Mitchell. And we're going to ask, is Donovan Mitchell built for this? Now, here's a fact about Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell has never missed the playoffs his whole career. Every single year since his rookie year, he has been in the playoffs. He has unlimited playoff experience, if you ask me. The one thing is Donovan Mitchell has never really made it deep into the playoffs. He never made it deep into the playoffs. That is the main thing about this guy. He's always had the team that won a lot of games, always had the supporting cast that can get him in the playoffs, but he never made it to the conference finals. So this year, Cleveland is now positioned at fourth in the East. If you've been watching RBO, you know that I've been saying there's no juggernaut in the East right now. The juggernaut used to be the Celtics. The Celtics don't have Tatum at this moment. There's a lot of rumbling about him possibly coming back. But right now, as constructed, there's no juggernaut in the East right now. So who's going to stop Mitchell? Right now, Mitchell, let me talk about your team right now. Y'all just traded for James Harden, who I can say this. If this happens, and this is the reason why y'all don't win, I get it. James Harden does sometimes disappear in the playoffs. Now, if he disappears, Mitchell, I got you, bro. I feel you. But I'm looking for you to lead the way. Okay. You also picked up Keon Ellis, who right now y'all are currently playing the Hornets, and he was out there looking good on defense, which is one thing that he brings. By the way, they up 5 with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's been a pretty good game, I must say. Very physical, Joe, I must say. But look at this team. He has two big men down low that can defend the paint, that can catch lobs. Mobley is very versatile on both ends. Then you got a guy, James Harden, who's just an excellent passer. I mean, he's just, you can lock him in for 8+ assists every night. He's just that gifted. And he also is a bucket getter. Like he can go off as well. Then you have the kid Tyson. I like how he's been playing. So this is Donovan Mitchell's year to put up or shut up. Are you an elite player? I recently saw a poll that NBA players did, and they had Donovan Mitchell ranked as the 4th best player. So he has a lot of respect in the NBA from amongst his peers. But can he show it? Can he show that he's a top 4 player? Yes, you put up good numbers every year, 25 plus every year. That's what you do. You're a bucket getter. You get highlight dunks. You step back threes. You know what I'm saying? But are you truly one of them ones? Are you one of those guys? Because who's in your way in the East? To be quite honest, this East right now, when I look at the East, it's really, a lot of teams with one star. Only team that has multiple stars is the 76ers. They got Maxey and Embiid, you know what I'm saying? Embiid ain't, he ain't the old Embiid, but when he out there, man, he doing it. I ain't gonna lie, he doing it. So that's really the only team with 2 stars that's in the top amongst, well, at least I'll say this, in the top 4 in the East, there's really the team with just 1 star. You can say that the Cavaliers have the most star power. I can say that. It's quite odd. It's true. Mobley, Harden, Mitchell. That's a nice 3 if you ask me. In the East, I mean, the closest team would be the Sixers, But Embiid is his health is very shaky. So Donovan Mitchell, I'm putting you up. I'm putting you on the hot seat, bro. This is your time to shine. And I know, and I got faith in you, bro. I think you're the type of guy that will rise to the occasion. I think I got faith that you will ball out and give it y'all. I've been watching you. You've been putting a lot of effort on the defensive end. To be honest, the Cleveland Cavaliers, as of recent, have looked pretty good. I want to see them against much better competition, but I like what I'm saying, man. So Donovan Mitchell, it's coming from your boy right here. You know what I'm saying? You a top shooting guard in the league. I ain't taking that from you. But it's time to put up or shut up, my boy. It's time for me to see you up top with the best, because it's just these young cats. They coming. These young cats coming. These young cats coming. I'm about to talk about a young cat. So Donovan Mitchell. Shout out to my boy Joe. I'll miss Keon. He a Kings fan. He's a great pickup for the Cavs. He know what Keon brings. He can hit some threes too. He can get hot from the 3 ball too. Don't sleep. He just had a dunk in traffic on like 3 people. So these young guards that play on the bench with these teams that wasn't really winning that much, like Ayo and Keon. Hey man, they're getting some value with some winners, with some teams that's playing some playoff ball. Shout out to Mike again. Yeah, it's do or die for Mitchell. He a dog for real, but has always come up short, and that's a fact. So shout out to Joe again. This is also a fact. Outside of Embiid, Mitchell's probably the most seasoned best player. He is. He never missed playoffs. He's always been there. So it's time for him to put up or shut up. So Donovan Mitchell, I'm gonna ask you one last time. Are you built for this, my boy? So speaking of these young cats that I said was coming for Donovan Mitchell. Hey, yo, shout out to everybody in the comment section, everybody watching live. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this. But speaking of these young cats coming, it's another young cat. I mean, I've been speaking about this guy for a while now. I spoke about how he might got more upside than Anthony Edwards. And there's no disrespect to Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man like that. Face of the league material. But I like guys that do a little bit of everything, Guys that can average about 10 assists, you know what I'm saying? Can get out there and rebound. Do a little bit of everything. I ain't get buckets. And we're going to talk about Cade Cunningham. We're going to talk about Cade MVP buzz. Now, I've been looking at the MVP odds as of late. And Cade Cunningham is sitting at third behind Jokic and SGA. Now, somebody help me out here. Help your boy out here. I thought the records mattered. You feel me? I thought records mattered. Right now, this team currently has the best record in the NBA. I'm just saying. He got the best record in the NBA. He's also averaging 26 points. I'm going to give him 26, 25.7. 5.7 rebounds, might as well say 6. 9.7 assists, might as well say 10. Double-double. Shooting 46% from the field. Leading his team to, like I said, the best record in the NBA. Also, on the defensive end, he's averaging 1 block and 1 steal a game. So, I've seen Cade Cunningham pick it up on the defensive end. Shout out to my little bro, J-Mo. He brought up in the chat. That's why another thing, man, getting in that chat is good because you hear a lot of people perspective on the games when they're watching it. He brought up, Cade Cunningham don't get a lot of talks on his defensive efforts. Like, because he don't lock up. He not a guy that you'll see endless highlights, but in the crunch time, he lock up. He blocking shots. He switching. He doing what he got to do. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from Cade. He's really leading his team. And what did he do tonight? Yesterday. They go up against Detroit in Madison Square Garden. You know how the Garden can get. I'm pretty sure everybody been hearing what everybody been saying. First, it was the Knicks don't want to see us again. The coach got on first take saying, man, we want to see the Knicks. And then they've been blowing them out. Then, the altercation they had against the Hornets, Big Stu not playing. Jalen Duren not playing. I'm like, okay, let's see what's going to happen. And by the way, before I go further, Cade Cunningham averages 25. The next person on this team is Jalen Duren, averaging 17.7 and 10 rebounds. After that, Tobias Harris, 13. Duncan Robinson, 12. Asor Thompson, 10. Isaiah Stewart, 8. Then you got a lot of guys average about 8, 7 and things of that nature. But 2 of his guys averaging double digits is not even playing. And both of those guys are his enforcers, his defenders, his rebounders, his finishers, his big man. Duren is the only guy that I think he made the All-Star game. That only All-Star on his team. Shout out to Duren too, young stud. I spoke about. Don't worry, Vaughn got y'all. Just follow my Instagram page, real.ballers.only, and I got y'all. Jalen Duren, man, I like him, but without those 2 guys, Cade Cunningham goes into Madison Square Garden last night, and what does he do? 40 piece, 42 points, 13 assists, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks, 1 steal, beating the Knicks by 15. And he was doing a little bit of everything. I mean, posting up, fading, driving, step backs. He was humiliating that Knicks team. I mean, what is like OG Ananobi and Mikal Bridges? What do you do? Y'all are supposed to be wing defenders. Y'all can't do nothing with this dude. I mean, nothing. And it's already tough on Brunson. He got to do it all. And they got Asor Thompson hound dogging him all day. It's crazy. Like, this dude Cade, man, his game, and I believe I ain't do my research heavy on this one, but I saw a post saying he the best American player, and I hope that was a true post because that's the type of energy we need, and I think that's the way he plays too. After he cooked, what's that dude name? I think it was Sohan. He cooked him. He started mugging him. Sohan got all close. He pushed him. I said, "Yeah, K. I love that energy, man. I love it. Like he's a dog, and he trying to take your head off, and it's on both ends. So for me personally, Cade Cunningham should be leading the league right now in MVP votes. He should be number one right now, in my opinion. He has the best record. He's been the most available, and he got great numbers. Now, don't get me wrong. These other dudes balling. SGA averaging 31 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, about 1 block. And then you have Jokic, who's averaging a triple-double, which is hard to ignore, while his team is also sitting pretty well. Right now, they have the seventh best record, sitting at 35-21. But I think with this 41-13 record, this should really catapult because the records really matter when it comes to MVP. Like Cade Cunningham is giving me. I'm not talking about the game so much as far as like how he's playing, like the style, but just the impact. He's giving me Derrick Rose with the Bulls vibes. You know, they ain't had that many people that can like stars that can really do that. They had a lot of really solid players, just some solid players around a really good point guard, really good guard. And this is what this is reminding me of. They playing solid defense, tough defense, and they grinding out wins, man. So Cade Cunningham, in my opinion, should definitely be leading in MVP talks because with a record like 41-13, it's hard to ignore. He's clearing the East by about 4 or 5 games. So it's like, and like I said, he doesn't have a lot of firepower. And with moments like last night, that is what an MVP does. A guy shorthanded goes into a hostile environment and puts on an absolute show. So Cade Cunningham, you balling, my boy, and you should definitely. I think he should be at the top of the list for MVP. If you are a bettor like myself, right now FanDuel he is plus 700 to win MVP. Now I think he will keep this up for the rest of the season, and I like what I'm seeing about out of Detroit. So hey, that might be a solid bet. You know what I'm saying? That might get you a little dub out of that. So Cade Cunningham, you the man right now, man. Keep balling, putting on for the young guards, leading the charge for I would say the younger players. Out of all the number one picks, I think he has ascended the highest so far. So keep doing your thing, my boy. And hopefully the NBA will get it right because they showing SGA and Jokic love. I get it, but with a record like 41-13 and he's averaging a double-double and the things that he's doing, it's hard to ignore. Shout out to my boy O. But that's all I got for you guys today, man. I appreciate y'all. Happy Friday. Hope you guys had a good week. Enjoy your weekend. There might be a show this Sunday. You know, it's been a lot of talk about Paulo Banchero, and I think I want to touch on that, touch on my Magic team a little bit because I got some things I want to say about those guys. It's a pivotal time in the season, so stay tuned for that. Follow, subscribe to the page. Follow me on Instagram. And for my last words, I want to say thank everybody again. Everybody that was in the comment section, y'all was live, y'all was lit. Cade Cunningham, Donovan Mitchell is definitely two guys that, I think are two of the top players in the East. And both of these guys, we might see these guys in the conference finals, which I think would be good for basketball. New faces that are balling, that are ballers. So, but Orlando, let's go. We got to get some dubs. We got to continue to keep winning. We beat the Kings last night, which we were supposed to beat the Kings. So we got to keep this going, okay? Move up the food chain. But shout out to the network, everybody on R2L. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all tune in to all the shows, especially if you're a fan of that sport. And stay tuned with your boy, because I'm gonna come back. You know what happens? It's gonna happen. It just automatic. But real ballers, they just gonna ball.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.